Have you ever noticed how something as simple as your morning coffee can set the tone for your whole day? For many of us, that first sip isn't just about waking up, it's about comfort, routine, and even a little joy. But here's the surprising part. Research shows that your daily coffee habit might actually do more than perk you up. According to a study from the Harvard School of Public Health, moderate coffee drinkers were found to have stronger muscle function and better mobility as they aged compared to non-coffee drinkers. That means your morning cup could be helping you stay stronger and more independent for years to come. Now, why does this matter so much, especially after 60? As we age, one of the biggest concerns is losing strength and balance. The CDC reports that 1 in 4 adults over 65 experiences a fall each year, often leading to injuries that make daily life harder. Weakness and frailty don't just limit what you can do, they can slowly chip away at your independence. But here's the good news. Your body is amazingly resilient, and even small daily habits can protect your strength and keep you moving freely. You don't need fancy supplements or complicated workout routines sometimes. It's about making the most of what you already enjoy, like that warm cup of coffee. And let me reassure you, whether you're 60, 70, or even well into your 82nd, it's never too late to make a difference. Your muscles, your bones, and even your energy levels can respond positively to small, consistent changes. You are not behind, and you are not alone. Millions of older adults are discovering that it's possible to stay active and confident with just a few smart choices each day. So here's the exciting part. Your morning coffee might actually hold one of those simple secrets. But it's not just about drinking coffee, it's about how, when, and what you pair it with that makes the real difference. In just a moment, I'll share exactly how to turn this everyday habit into a tool that helps you prevent weakness and keep your independence strong for years longer. And before we jump in, if you enjoy learning simple, natural ways to stay strong and independent, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next tip. If you're watching this on your television, don't worry, you can grab your phone or iPad, search for our channel Healthy Seniors Plus, and hit subscribe there too. And if you find this video helpful, share it with a friend or loved one who might appreciate it as much as you do. Number 1. Black coffee, without sugar or creamers. When most people think of coffee, they imagine it with cream, sugar, or flavored syrups. And while that may taste comforting, the real health benefits of coffee come from keeping it simple. Black coffee. Black coffee is made by brewing roasted coffee beans with hot water, nothing added. It's one of the oldest and most widely consumed drinks in the world, enjoyed in every culture, from Italy's espresso to America's drip coffee to Vietnam's strong morning brew. And the good news? It's one of the most affordable and accessible drinks out there. A simple cup of black coffee can cost just pennies when made at home, and even in a cafe, it's usually the least expensive option on the menu. But why is black coffee so powerful, especially for people over 60? The secret is in the natural compounds found in coffee beans. Coffee is rich in antioxidants, especially polyphenols, which help protect your cells from damage. It also contains caffeine, a natural stimulant that doesn't just wake up your mind, it also wakes up your muscles. Benefit number 1, muscle strength and energy. As we age, muscle mass tends to decline. This process, called sarcopenia, can start as early as your 42nd and speeds up after 60. That's why even simple activities like climbing stairs or carrying groceries may feel harder over time. But here's where coffee can help. Studies from the American College of Sports Medicine show that caffeine can improve muscle contractions, making your muscles work more efficiently. In fact, older adults who consumed moderate coffee before physical activity were able to walk longer distances and reported less fatigue. That means your morning cup might give you not only the energy to get moving, but also the strength to keep moving. Benefit number 2, heart and brain health. Coffee also supports circulation and brain function. The National Institutes of Health published research showing that regular coffee drinkers had a lower risk of stroke and cognitive decline. For seniors, this is huge, keeping the heart pumping strong and the brain sharp is just as important as building muscle. Black coffee improves alertness, memory, and reaction time. That's why many older adults report feeling more mentally awake after their cup. Benefit number 3. Bone protection, indirectly. Now, some people worry that coffee might hurt bones because caffeine can slightly reduce calcium absorption. But here's the truth. This effect is very small, and if you pair your coffee with a calcium-rich breakfast like yogurt, fortified milk, or even a slice of cheese, you cancel out the concern. In fact, moderate coffee drinking, 2-3 cups a day, has not been shown to increase osteoporosis risk in healthy adults. The bigger danger comes from skipping protein and calcium altogether, not from enjoying your coffee. Tips for safe use. So, how much is safe and effective? Most research points to 2-3 cups of black coffee per day as the sweet spot for health benefits. That's about 200-300 milligrams of caffeine, which is well tolerated by most adults. But here are some important tips. Avoid adding sugar and heavy cream. These add calories and unhealthy fats that cancel out coffee's benefits. Instead, if you need flavor, try a splash of unsweetened almond milk, cinnamon, or a drop of vanilla. Time it right. The best time to drink coffee is in the morning or before light activity. Drinking it too late in the day may interfere with sleep, which is just as vital for muscle repair as nutrition. Listen to your body. Some people are more sensitive to caffeine. If you notice jitters, racing heart, or digestive upset, reduce your intake or switch to half-calf or decaf. Even decaf has antioxidants, so you don't lose all the benefits. Hydrate. Coffee is slightly dehydrating, so balance it with water. A good rule is to drink 1 glass of water for each cup of coffee. Check with your doctor if you have certain conditions. If you struggle with uncontrolled high blood pressure, heart rhythm issues, or anxiety, you'll want to confirm with your healthcare provider how much caffeine is safe for you. Who should be careful? Not everyone benefits from coffee in the same way. Seniors with severe acid reflux, ulcers, or kidney problems may need to limit coffee. Also, if you are on medications for heart arrhythmias or blood pressure, it's important to check for interactions. For example, caffeine can sometimes make certain heart medications less effective, making black coffee enjoyable. If you're used to sweetened coffee, switching to black might feel tough at first, but your taste buds adapt over time. Try easing into it. Reduce your sugar a little each week and experiment with brewing styles. Cold brew, for example, is naturally smoother and less bitter than hot brewed coffee. Adding a sprinkle of cinnamon not only enhances flavor, but also helps balance blood sugar. Some people even stir in a pinch of cocoa powder for richness without sweetness. The bottom line: black coffee, when enjoyed in moderation, is more than just a morning ritual. It's a low-cost, widely available drink that can support muscle strength, boost energy, sharpen memory, and keep your heart healthier. The key is to enjoy it wisely plain, balanced with proper hydration and nutrition, and in amounts that your body can handle. And remember, you don't have to overhaul your entire routine to see benefits. Something as small as keeping your morning cup simple, without the sugar and heavy cream, can be a step toward protecting your independence as you age. Number 2. Adding a protein boost to your morning coffee, collagen or whey. Coffee on its own is already powerful, but here's a secret many seniors don't realize. What you mix into your coffee can make it either a muscle-building tool or an energy-draining trap. For decades, most people stirred in sugar, flavored creamers, or even whipped toppings. But those only add empty calories, bad fats, and chemicals that don't support your body as it ages. A much smarter choice? Adding a scoop of protein like collagen powder or whey protein right into your morning coffee. Where it comes from, and how accessible it is. Protein powders might sound like something only athletes use, but they're widely available now in grocery stores, pharmacies, and even budget retailers. Collagen protein comes from animal sources, usually bovine or marine, and is broken down into a form your body can easily digest. Whey protein comes from milk, a natural byproduct of cheesemaking, and has been studied for decades for its role in muscle repair. Both collagen and whey powders are now affordable, sometimes less than 50 cents per scoop, and easy to mix right into hot coffee without changing the flavor much. Benefit 1. Protecting muscle mass. After 60, the body begins to lose muscle at a faster rate, sometimes as much as 1–2% each year. This isn't just about appearance, it's about whether you can get out of a chair, carry your groceries, or climb stairs without assistance. Coffee gives you energy, but without enough protein in your diet, that energy has nowhere to go. By stirring protein powder into your coffee, you give your muscles the building blocks they need, amino acids, to repair and grow. The Mayo Clinic highlights that older adults should actually aim for more protein than younger adults. Ideally, 1.21, 5 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily. For a 150-pound person, that's about 8,100 grams per day. A scoop of whey or collagen adds around 10–20 grams instantly, meaning one coffee can cover up to a quarter of your daily needs. Benefit number 2, joint and bone support. Collagen, in particular, is not just for muscles. It's a structural protein that makes up your cartilage, ligaments, and even your skin. Studies published in the Journal of Nutrition show that collagen supplementation can reduce joint pain in older adults and improve mobility. For anyone who notices stiffness in their knees or hips in the morning, this can be life-changing. Instead of dreading movement, you start the day with less discomfort and more flexibility. Benefit number 3, energy without the crash. Regular coffee gives you a boost, but when paired with protein, you avoid the sharp crash that can sometimes follow. Protein slows down digestion, which means caffeine enters your system more steadily. That translates into more sustained energy and less jitteriness. For seniors who might be more sensitive to caffeine, this is especially helpful. Instead of feeling wired and then suddenly tired, you get a gentle, steady lift that lasts throughout the morning. Benefit number 4, brain and skin health. Protein, especially collagen, also supports brain health by providing amino acids like glycine, which calm the nervous system. Many seniors who add collagen report better sleep and sharper focus. On top of that, collagen strengthens hair and skin, which may not be as critical as preventing falls, but certainly adds to overall confidence and well-being. Tips for safe use. If you're curious about trying this habit, here's how to do it safely. Choose plain, unsweetened powders. Look for collagen or whey protein with no added sugars, artificial sweeteners, or unnecessary fillers. These often mix better and are healthier long-term. Start small. Begin with half a scoop, 5–10 grams, and see how your stomach tolerates it. Some people need a few days to adjust. Stir into warm coffee. Most proteins dissolve better in warm, not boiling liquid. Collagen especially dissolves instantly and doesn't affect flavor. Whey sometimes froths up, which many people enjoy. Don't overdo it. More isn't always better. 1 scoop, 10–20 grams, is usually enough. Extra protein that your body can't use will just be stored or excreted. Balance with hydration. Because protein metabolism requires water, drink an extra glass of water alongside your coffee to keep digestion smooth. Who should be careful? While protein is safe for most, there are some exceptions. Seniors with kidney disease should consult a doctor before increasing protein, as kidneys process protein waste. Those with milk allergies or lactose intolerance should avoid whey and stick with collagen or plant-based protein powders. If you take medications like blood thinners, check with your doctor before starting collagen, since it may affect amino acid balance. Making it enjoyable. The idea of mixing powder into coffee can feel strange at first, but think of it like adding cream. It changes the texture slightly, often making it smoother or frothier. Many seniors find they grow to prefer it. For flavor, you can experiment. Add a sprinkle of cinnamon, nutmeg, or cocoa powder. These not only taste great, but also add extra antioxidants. Another tip, try Profi, a trendy mix of protein shake and coffee. Simply brew your coffee, Then blend it with half a ready-to-drink protein shake, like vanilla or caramel. It tastes like a latte, but with real muscle-building power. The bottom line: adding protein to your morning coffee is one of the simplest, most affordable ways to fight age-related weakness. Instead of turning coffee into a sugar-filled dessert, you turn it into fuel for your muscles, joints, and brain. Over time, this small daily habit can add up to major differences in how strong, steady, and confident you feel. And here's the best part: you don't have to change your whole lifestyle. You're already drinking coffee, just give it a little upgrade. That way, every sip becomes a step towards staying independent, mobile, and energized well into your 72nd, 82nd, and beyond. Number 3. Pairing coffee with a protein-rich breakfast. Many people over 60 have the same morning routine. Wake up, make coffee, maybe grab a piece of toast or skip breakfast altogether. It feels quick and convenient, but here's the hidden problem. Coffee on an empty stomach can actually make weakness worse over time. Why? Because while coffee gives you a short energy boost, your muscles and bones need real nutrients to stay strong. And if that fuel isn't there, your body is forced to borrow energy from your muscles. The result? Gradual muscle loss, lower energy, and a higher risk of falls. That's why one of the smartest habits you can adopt is pairing your coffee with a protein-rich breakfast. It doesn't need to be fancy, expensive, or complicated. In fact, some of the best options are foods you already know: eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, nut butter, or even leftovers from dinner. The key is protein, where it comes from and how accessible it is. Protein-rich breakfasts are universal across cultures. In Japan, breakfast often includes fish and miso soup. In the US, eggs and bacon have long been staples, though bacon isn't the healthiest choice. Across Europe, cheese, nuts, or yogurt often appear on the breakfast table. No matter where you live, protein foods are widely available and can fit any budget. Eggs are still one of the cheapest and most nutrient-dense proteins. A tub of Greek yogurt or cottage cheese can last for several servings. Even peanut butter on whole grain toast is better than skipping protein altogether. Benefit number 1. Protecting muscles and preventing frailty. The biggest benefit of combining coffee with protein is protecting against muscle loss. Sarcopenia, the gradual decline of muscle mass, accelerates after age 60. According to the Journal of the American Geriatric Society, seniors who ate a high-protein breakfast had stronger grip strength and better mobility compared to those who skipped it. Why breakfast specifically? Because after sleeping overnight, your body has gone 8-10 hours without nutrients. Muscles are in a fasting state. If you only drink coffee, you delay the recovery and rebuilding process. But if you give your body protein early, you start rebuilding muscle immediately. Benefit number 2. Steady energy without spikes or crashes. Coffee on an empty stomach can sometimes cause jitters, anxiety, or a mid-morning crash. Protein balances this out by slowing digestion and stabilizing blood sugar. Instead of a roller coaster of energy, you get steady focus and strength through the morning. That means less fatigue and fewer hunger cravings that lead to unhealthy snacking. Benefit number 3. Stronger bones and better balance. Protein doesn't just build muscle, it also supports bone density. Seniors who eat protein-rich meals tend to have fewer fractures and better posture. Combine that with coffee's alertness benefits, and you get a winning formula: stronger muscles, steadier bones, and sharper reflexes. That directly lowers your risk of falls, one of the leading causes of injury after 65. Benefit number 4. Improved memory and mood. A protein-rich breakfast provides amino acids like tryptophan and tyrosine, which are precursors to neurotransmitters in the brain. These chemicals boost mood, memory, and focus. Paired with caffeine from coffee, you get a mental double boost that helps you feel more motivated and confident to take on the day. Tips for safe and effective use. Aim for 20-30 grams of protein. Research suggests this is the muscle-building dose for older adults. That's about 2 eggs plus a scoop of Greek yogurt, or a serving of cottage cheese with fruit. Don't rely on bread and cereal alone. Toast, bagels, and sugary cereals are low in protein and spike blood sugar. If you enjoy them, balance with protein, e.g. peanut butter on toast instead of jam. Pair protein with fiber. Add fruit, oats, or vegetables. This supports digestion, helps manage weight, and improves heart health. Keep it simple. Protein breakfasts don't need to be complicated. Examples: coffee plus scrambled eggs, plus whole grain toast. Coffee plus Greek yogurt, plus berries, plus walnuts. Coffee plus cottage cheese, plus sliced peaches. Coffee plus leftover chicken or salmon from dinner. Meal prep if mornings are hard. Boil a batch of eggs, portion out yogurt cups, or prep overnight oats with protein powder. That way, breakfast takes just minutes. Who should be careful? If you have kidney disease, you may need to limit protein intake. Always check with your doctor before increasing protein. Those with lactose intolerance should choose lactose-free yogurt, cottage cheese, or non-dairy protein sources like nut butters or soy products. If you're managing acid reflux, avoid greasy or spicy breakfast proteins like sausage, and stick with lighter options like eggs, yogurt, or plant-based proteins, making it enjoyable. For many seniors, breakfast feels repetitive. The trick is variety. Rotate your protein sources. Eggs one day, Greek yogurt the next, nut butter toast the next. Use spices like cinnamon, turmeric, or black pepper, not only for flavor, but also for added anti-inflammatory benefits. If you enjoy sweet flavors, add fruit. If you prefer savory, pair eggs with spinach, mushrooms, or avocado. The bottom line: your morning coffee is not the problem, it's what you do or don't do alongside it. By pairing coffee with a protein-rich breakfast, you turn a quick routine into a muscle-saving, energy-building habit. This small change can help you feel steadier on your feet, sharper in your mind, and more in control of your day. And remember, it doesn't have to be complicated. Even something as simple as coffee plus an egg and a spoonful of yogurt is enough to make a big difference. Over time, these small choices build up to stronger muscles, healthier bones, and the independence you want to keep. Number 4. Drinking water alongside your morning coffee. Coffee is wonderful for energy, focus, and even muscle performance. But here's something many people don't realize. Coffee is mildly dehydrating. That doesn't mean it drains your body of water the way myths suggest, but it does make your kidneys work a little harder, and it increases urination. For seniors who are already more prone to dehydration, this can be a hidden danger. Even mild dehydration can make you feel weak, dizzy, or forgetful. In fact, studies from the National Institutes of Health show that older adults often underestimate how much fluid they need, and by the time you feel thirsty, your body may already be lacking water. That's why pairing your morning coffee with water is such a powerful habit. It's simple, costs nothing, and can dramatically improve your energy, mobility, and overall independence. Where it comes from, and how accessible it is. Water is the most universal drink on Earth, yet it's also one we tend to overlook. Coffee, juice, or tea often gets priority in the morning, but plain water is usually missing from the routine. Some cultures have long recognized the value of starting the day with water. In Japan, for example, drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning is a common practice for digestion and health. The good news? Unlike supplements or specialty foods, water is free, available everywhere, and easy to incorporate immediately. Benefit number 1. Preventing weakness and fatigue. One of the earliest signs of dehydration is muscle weakness. Muscles are about 75% water, and when they don't have enough, they can't contract as strongly. That means simple movements like standing up from a chair or carrying groceries can feel harder. By drinking water with your coffee, you're replenishing your muscles so they can do their job more efficiently. Benefit 2. Supporting brain function. The brain is also extremely sensitive to hydration. Research from the Journal of Nutrition found that even mild dehydration in older adults caused declines in memory, attention, and mood. Coffee boosts alertness, but without water, That alertness may be short-lived and foggy. Combining the two gives you sharper, steadier focus. Benefit number 3. Protecting heart and circulation. Hydration keeps your blood volume stable, which is critical for heart health. When you're dehydrated, your heart has to work harder to pump blood, sometimes leading to lightheadedness or increased risk of falls. A simple glass of water with your coffee helps maintain healthy circulation and reduces strain on your heart. Benefit number 4. Supporting bones and joints. Water is essential for joint lubrication. Seniors often feel stiffness in the morning, which can be partly due to low hydration overnight. Starting your day with water, especially alongside coffee, helps ease that stiffness, making it easier to move comfortably. Tips for safe and effective use. Drink a glass of water before your first sip of coffee. This replenishes fluids lost overnight and primes your body for caffeine. Keep water next to your coffee. For every cup of coffee, drink at least 1 cup of water. This balances out the mild diuretic effect. Aim for 6-8 cups of water daily. Remember, hydration comes from all fluids and even high-water foods like fruit and vegetables. But pure water should still be a priority. Flavor it naturally if needed. If plain water feels boring, add lemon, cucumber, or a few berries for taste. Herbal teas also count as hydration. Sip steadily, not all at once. Chugging water can cause bloating or discomfort. Small, steady sips keep you comfortable and hydrated. Who should be careful? Seniors with kidney or heart failure may need to limit fluids. Always follow your doctor's advice if you have fluid restrictions. If you're taking diuretics, water pills, you'll need to be especially mindful about balancing hydration without overdoing it. Those with swallowing difficulties may need thicker fluids or alternatives to plain water, making it enjoyable. Hydration doesn't have to feel like a chore. Try keeping a favorite glass or bottle near your coffee maker so it becomes part of the ritual. Some seniors find it motivating to use marked bottles that show progress. For example, lines for morning, afternoon, evening. If you like warmth, drink warm water or mild herbal tea. Instead, it hydrates just the same. The bottom line. Drinking water alongside coffee may sound simple, but it can be life-changing. Hydration is directly linked to strength, balance, memory, and even mood. For seniors, it's one of the easiest and cheapest ways to stay independent longer. By making water a partner to your morning coffee, you protect your muscles, brain, and heart at the same time. So the next time you brew your coffee, place a glass of water right beside it. Every sip you take is a small but powerful step toward a stronger, steadier, more energized day. Number 5. Timing your coffee for maximum strength. Coffee is powerful, but when you drink it can be just as important as how you drink it. Many people over 60 pour their first cup as soon as they wake up, before eating or drinking anything else. While that habit feels comforting, it may not be the most effective way to use coffee for energy, muscle strength, or independence. Here's why. Your body has natural rhythms, controlled by hormones like cortisol, which help regulate energy. Cortisol naturally spikes in the morning to wake you up. If you drink coffee immediately upon waking, caffeine overlaps with this natural boost, which can reduce its effectiveness later in the day. On the other hand, timing coffee strategically after a little water, alongside or after breakfast or before light activity, can help you get the most benefit without jitters or crashes. Where it comes from and how accessible it is. Timing doesn't cost a dime, and anyone can practice it. It's simply about awareness. For example, in Mediterranean countries, people often drink coffee mid-morning, paired with a light meal instead of right at dawn. Athletes also use coffee timing before workouts for peak muscle performance. Seniors can apply the same idea to everyday movement, taking coffee before a walk, gardening, or even household chores. Benefit it. Stronger muscles during activity. The American College of Sports Medicine reports that caffeine consumed 30-60 minutes before activity can improve muscle endurance and reduce perceived effort. That means if you time your coffee before walking, doing yoga, or even climbing stairs, your muscles perform better and fatigue less quickly. For seniors, this can be the difference between cutting a walk short or enjoying it fully. Benefit number 2. Better digestion and reduced stomach irritation. Coffee on an empty stomach can trigger acid reflux, indigestion, or shakiness. By drinking water first, then eating a small protein-rich breakfast, and then having coffee, you protect your stomach lining and stabilize blood sugar. The result? Coffee feels energizing instead of irritating. Benefit number 3. Improved sleep quality at night. Timing coffee earlier in the day also protects your sleep. Seniors are especially sensitive to caffeine because it lingers in the body longer. Drinking coffee too late after 2 or 3 p.m. can interfere with deep, restorative sleep. Poor sleep weakens muscles, slows memory, and increases fall risk. By setting a personal caffeine cutoff in the early afternoon, you enjoy the benefits of coffee without sacrificing rest. Benefit number 4. Sharper mental focus. Your brain has natural peaks and valleys of alertness. Mid-morning, around 9:30–11 a.m., is often when energy naturally dips a bit. That's the perfect time for coffee, since it reinforces alertness without colliding with your early morning cortisol spike. Seniors who time coffee mid-morning often report fewer jitters and steadier concentration. Tips for safe and effective timing. Hydrate first. Start your morning with water to rehydrate from sleep, then enjoy coffee 30–60 minutes later. Pair with food. Coffee after a protein-rich breakfast supports muscles and prevents acid reflux or shakiness. Use coffee before activity. Time your cup about 30 minutes before walking, gardening, or exercise for stronger muscles and less fatigue. Set a caffeine cutoff. For most seniors, 2–3 p.m. is the latest safe time. If you enjoy the ritual later, switch to decaf or herbal tea. Personalize it. Some people are more caffeine sensitive than others. Experiment to find your sweet spot. If sleep is disrupted, move your coffee earlier. Who should be careful? Seniors with acid reflux, ulcers, or digestive sensitivity should avoid coffee first thing on an empty stomach. Those with sleep disorders may need to stop caffeine earlier than 2 p.m. People on heart medications or blood pressure drugs should ask their doctor if timing affects interactions. Making it enjoyable. Think of coffee timing as a way to enjoy it more, not restrict yourself. If you love your early morning cup, keep it, but consider having just half, then saving your second cup for mid-morning before activity. Treat that second cup as a little reward that powers your muscles and mind. If you miss the warm comfort later in the day, enjoy decaf. It gives the ritual without the sleep disruption. The bottom line. Timing your coffee isn't about drinking more or less, it's about drinking smart. By pairing it with water, food, and activity, and setting a cutoff time, you transform coffee into a tool that strengthens muscles, protects digestion, and improves sleep. It costs nothing, requires no extra effort, and fits seamlessly into your daily routine. Over 60, every small adjustment counts. By simply shifting when you drink your coffee, you may find you walk a little farther, think a little clearer, and sleep a little better, all of which add up to more independence and confidence in daily life. C. Real-life story. Let me share a story that might sound familiar. Eleanor is 72 years old and lives just outside of Denver. For years, her mornings were always the same. She'd roll out of bed, make herself a big mug of coffee with sugar and cream, and sip it while reading the news. Breakfast? She often skipped it, saying she wasn't hungry until later. At first, it didn't seem like a problem. Coffee gave her the boost she needed. But slowly, she started noticing changes. Carrying groceries up the stairs left her more winded. Standing up after sitting for a while felt harder. And when her daughter invited her to go on short hikes, Eleanor hesitated, worried she couldn't keep up. One day at her doctor's office, she mentioned feeling weaker and more tired. Her doctor explained that much of it was related to muscle loss, something very common after 60. But it's not too late to turn it around, her doctor said. That encouragement stuck with her. Eleanor began making small changes, starting with her morning coffee. Instead of loading it with sugar, she tried it black, and to her surprise, she grew to like the clean taste. She added a scoop of collagen protein powder, and alongside her coffee, she started eating a simple breakfast, sometimes Greek yogurt with fruit, sometimes just scrambled eggs with toast. She also made sure to drink a glass of water before her first sip of coffee, and she saved her second cup for right before her daily walk. The changes weren't dramatic overnight, but within a few weeks, Eleanor noticed she wasn't as shaky mid-morning. Her energy felt steadier. Climbing stairs didn't seem quite as hard, and she found herself walking a little farther each day. After 3 months, she proudly joined her daughter on a 2-mile hike, something she hadn't felt confident doing in years. What Eleanor discovered is something you can discover too. It doesn't take huge changes to see results. Just a few smart adjustments to a habit you already enjoy, your morning coffee, can strengthen your muscles, protect your energy, and give you the confidence to keep doing the things you love. You've now seen how something as simple as your morning coffee can be more than just a comforting ritual. It can actually become a tool to protect your muscles, boost your energy, and help you stay independent as the years go by. We talked about how timing matters, how pairing coffee with protein can make a real difference, and how even small changes like drinking water first or cutting back on added sugar can strengthen your body in ways you might not expect. The important thing to remember is this: you don't need drastic overhauls or expensive supplements to see results. Real progress comes from steady, everyday choices that add up over time. Whether it's adjusting how you drink your coffee, taking a short daily walk, or choosing a breakfast that fuels your muscles, every little step counts. And here's the best news: it is never too late to start. Your body is capable of improving at any age. Even after 70 or 80, muscles can grow stronger, energy can increase, and independence can be preserved with the right habits. You've already proven this to yourself in so many areas of life. This is just one more place where small, consistent action can bring real rewards. So as you head into tomorrow morning, think about your cup of coffee, not just as a drink, but as an opportunity, a chance to make one simple choice that supports your health and keeps you active for years to come. If you enjoyed this video and want more simple, natural ways to stay strong and independent, I'd love for you to subscribe to our channel, Healthy Seniors Plus. That way, you'll never miss the next helpful tip. And if you know a friend or loved one who could use this encouragement, go ahead and share this video with them. It might brighten their day too. Remember, small steps today can build a stronger, more confident tomorrow. Why not start with your morning coffee?